This is the next chapter in our series. It follows the fall of mankind through Adam and Eve. It's called Off Course. One day, things go terribly wrong. God's enemy, Satan, disguises himself as a snake and slithers into the garden, right in the middle of it. There he finds just who he is looking for, Eve. Sitting near the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, Adam is napping, his head resting on Eve's lap. The snake hisses at Eve. "Hello, snake," Eve says. She squints at the scaly animal. "I'm sorry, but have we met? You don't look familiar. I thought I knew all the snakes in the garden." "I'm not like all others. I'm special." He flicks his tail and creeps around the tree. "But enough about me, let's talk about you." The serpent fixes his squinting eyes on the woman. "Poor Eve," he says. "Did God really say you can't eat the fruit from any of the beautiful trees in the garden?" "We may eat from all the trees except this one," Eve replies. "God says that if we eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or even touch it, we will die." "Silly," the snake hisses. "You won't die. God just doesn't want you to eat from this tree because then you will know all about good and evil, just like him." Eve takes a good look at the fruit. Suddenly, it looks tastier than any of the other fruit she enjoyed. She really wants knowledge, so she reaches up and picks a ripened piece of fruit. She takes a bite, then shakes Adam awake and offers him some fruit. "It's delicious," she says. "Try it." Adam also eats the fruit. Instantly, Adam and Eve felt ashamed. They are suddenly embarrassed to be naked. They jump to their feet and scramble to cover themselves with leaves. Then they hear God's footsteps coming closer and closer. Adam and Eve leap behind some bushes to hide from God. Soon his footsteps sound right next to him. "Adam, where are you?" God calls. "We're hiding. We're naked and afraid." "Who told you you were naked?" God asked. They had never heard his voice sound so sad. "Did you eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil?" "Eve gave me the fruit," Adam says quickly. He has never said Eve's name that way before. She feels more ashamed than ever. God turns toward Eve. "What have you done?" he says. It was the snake," Eve cries. "He tricked me." God stops the snake as it tries to sneak away. "You are cursed because of what you have done," he tells it. "This is not the end of the story. One day a descendant of this woman will strike your head even though you strike him on the heel." God looks sadly at Adam and Eve. "This is not what I wanted for you," he says. "Now your life will be hard. You will have to leave the garden forever." God makes clothing for Adam and Eve and sends them on their way. He places an angel at the entrance to the garden. The angel holds a flaming sword to make sure that they can never return to Eden. God watches sadly as his children leave the beautiful home he built for them. Tears roll down Adam and Eve's cheek. To learn more about the fall, you can read Genesis 3. But we want to move over to this corner section here where my finger's at and look at Build Your Faith. And this is something you can discuss as a family, either right now or after the video's over. Have you ever had a friend try to convince you to do something that you knew was wrong? What did you say to that person? How do you think Adam should have responded to Eve?